Coming up, I've had a week with my iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I'm going to tell you about my experience after a week. I'm probably going to keep it. It's coming up right now. So November 20th, we got a break in the weather, so we were able to go ride our bikes on the Katy Trail. So I figured I would take both of my phones with me and get some pictures. Now, the photos were just in HDR standard. I didn't do anything fancy with them at all. I think you'll find that the video is very interesting, especially the stabilization on this camera. While we caught a little bit of sun that day, this is the only picture that I did get in the sun. And as you can see, I just think there's more true colors with the 12 over the 8. Again, if you look at the iPhone 12 on the right, I just think it still has a little bit truer colors than the 8. Then if you get into some nature pictures, it's really truly evident that the 12 is much sharper and more realistic colors than the 8. I use both automatic settings on both cameras, just standard HDR. Didn't mess with anything. And you could see the 12 definitely has better natural colors. Carelessly, I didn't check the phone settings on both, so I ended up with this little short video I shot. With the 12, it was still 1080, and with the iPhone 8, it was in 4K. Now, it might be a little bit more detail in 4K, but I still think that the iPhone 12 has better color. If you look at the trees in this shot, I think that tells the difference. But now we're going to get into stabilization, where this thing is crazy. This scene here was me just holding the phone up, following my wife on her bike. And the second one was this one here. Is I mounted it. She has a mount on her bike so she can plug her phone in and charge it. So all I did was mount it to the handlebars, and here's the difference in the stabilization. So as you can see, there's no comparison. Stabilization is unbelievable. So in closing, I'm very happy with this. I have other cameras that I may not need anymore, especially if we're biking or traveling. You don't have to carry so much equipment. And I'll do some more reviews on this as they come, and I'll link some other reviews down below. Everything I shot in this video inside this office was on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, except for this shot right here. But everything else was shot on the front-facing camera. Just to do one last comparison, here's what it would look like on the iPhone 8 Plus. This is the front-facing camera on the iPhone 8 Plus at 1080, where the 12 is in 4K. So I hope this helps if you're trying to make a decision on whether to purchase one or go from the 8 to the 12. And thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.